you're thinking about moving to Colorado and you're wondering what Parker, Colorado might be like, my name is Brian Ediger, and I'm a real estate agent here in Colorado, and I would love to show you around. Now, Parker is a place that I've lived for a while, I live just outside of Parker in Elizabeth, Colorado. But I've been coming here to do my chores, my errands, and everything for several years now. I'm being a suburb of Denver, and we're actually about 25 miles from downtown Denver, which will take you 30 minutes to an hour and 30 depending on traffic. But we've got about 60,000 residents here, and according to niche.com, Park gets an overall grade of an A, and its schools get an A-. Parker is ranked number 22 in Colorado as one of the best places to live, especially for young professionals and families. And you can see it's Christmas time here. We've got the tree up. I will tell you that Parker Road, just behind me there, is pretty busy. We've got 3 lanes of traffic going both ways, so you really want to keep your head on a swivel, especially if you ride a motorcycle like I do. By the way, it's about 50 degrees out here, so it's not that bad actually for being almost Christmas. Now, over on the other way, behind me here on Main Street, which I'll turn around to keep the sun on me, there are several shops. We got the Black House Tavern, which is pretty good. Fika Coffee Shop's pretty good. Across the street, we got the Tailgate Bar and Grill. Great place to go dancing if you're interested. A little further down the way is an Indian/Nepalese restaurant I went to a couple of years back. I was excited for that because I went to Nepal several years ago. So it's good to get back there and then try some food again. Also here on Main Street, from Mother's Day to Halloween, every Sunday from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m., they close it down and get a farmer's market going here. There's about 100 different vendors that you can look at. Now, I'm going to go show you a property nearby, actually. So while I'm heading over that way, if you want to hear more about Colorado and want to be the first to know about the videos I put up about Colorado, then hit the subscribe button and ring that notification bell so you know when I post new videos. All right, so our first stop is at the Victorian Village condos here. Now, there's a unit currently for sale. They're asking $265. It's a 2-level condo with 2 beds and 1 bath. I will tell you that there's only been 1 other unit for sale in the last few months here in this complex. It was a little smaller, went for a little less, but there are a lot of things that factor into the price of any given home. Now, these were built in 1973. There is an HOA of $489, which is a little high for me, but it is a condo. They take care of a lot, so... and I'm not a fan of HOAs, to be honest, but if you are and you're fine with that, this could be a good spot for you if you only need 2 bedrooms. I did walk here from O'Brien Park. It took me about 5 minutes, give or take, and I probably could have gotten here a little sooner if I'd cut through some parking lots. That being said, though, RA Colorado gives this area a walking score of 88. Which makes sense because all those stores and restaurants that are over there, and you can walk to them. There's even a church you could walk to if you happen to be a churchgoer. Now, this is one of the lower price points. The only other property I saw that was in the Parker area listed for less was actually going to auction. So you got to be careful when you're looking at properties online. If you think there's something that's going to be a really great deal and you're looking at the pictures, it's beautiful, read the description. They might say, oh, this is an auction. So that's probably the starting bid, not the final price, obviously. That being said, I do want to go show you an actual single family home, detached, and so we'll head over that way right now. All right, so I'm here in the Cottonwood subdivision of Parker, Colorado. The house right over here behind me is currently for sale for $460,000. Now I know, jumping from 265 to 460 is a pretty big jump. There are a lot of condos and townhomes for sale between these price ranges. I think I skipped over about 40 different listings to get to this one. So this is currently the cheapest detached single-family home in the Parker market. Now, it is a 3-bed, 2-bath home. They didn't list any association fee. That's something we definitely want to look into, though, just in case. Now, according to the listing, this house has had a lot of work done to it already, including a new roof a couple of years ago. Here in the Cottonwood subdivision over the last 3 months, there have been about 25 homes sold, ranging in year built from 1982 to 2000, and a price range around $520. It's $285 a square foot if you want to calculate that out. And their average time on the MLS was about a month. The walking score here, again, according to RE Colorado, is a 20. And I'd say that's probably about right. You can walk to a little strip mall area over there. It would probably, I would guess, take you 10 minutes or so. If you wanted to cross Cottonwood, there's a King Soopers there, and of course their gas station, there's a bank there, and of course there's other strip mall areas connected to King Soopers. If you wanted to walk across Parker, which again I'd be careful doing, because at the intersection there, including the normal lanes and the turn lanes, you've got several lanes to cross. But there is a Costco over there, and several other stores. There's also a Boondocks Food and Fun over there if that's something that you want to enjoy. And considering how close to Parker Road we actually are, it's really quiet here, and it doesn't feel like I'm near a major road. It is a little ways away, but it's close enough that you can get onto it pretty quickly and drive wherever you need to go. Now, the next house I want to take a look at is another big jump. This one's going to be $750,000, but I will tell you there are 130 listings between this house and that one. So let's go to that one. Alright, so now I'm here at the Villages of Parker subdivision. Now, that last segment was a little dark, and the reason is the sun was behind my back, right? You might be asking, well, Brian, why did you choose a different time to go to that house where the sun wouldn't be at your back? The problem is that house is facing north, and it would have been really hard to find any time of day where the sun wouldn't have been at such an angle as to make it really dark. Probably impossible, actually. And that's something to keep in mind. If you're going to move to Colorado, you want to try and find a house that's south-facing or as south-facing as possible, because in the winter, it'll make it a lot easier for you to shovel your snow off of your driveway and sidewalk. Now, the house over here is facing sort of southeast, right? So they're going to have a much easier time getting the snow off their the driveway, their sidewalk. Matter of fact, there's not really even any snow on their yard. There is some snow right over here because this yard is facing northwest. So that's something to keep in mind. Now, this house here, it's a 3-bedroom, 4-bath house, about 3,600 square feet, and they're asking $750,000 for it. It's also on about 1/3 of an acre. So you can see the more you're wanting to spend, the more room you're going to have. Now, yes, they are asking $750,000 for this house, but that's not all you need to keep in mind when you're thinking about your payments, right? Of course, you got your mortgage and your bills, but here there's actually two association fees. They're both quarterly, one's $68 a quarter and the other's $200 a quarter. So that's something you're going to want to calculate into your monthly expenses to see if you really want to buy this property or not. Now, over the last few months, there have been 21 homes sold in this neighborhood or in this subdivision. The year built range is from 1996 to 2012. This one happens to be 1997, but it looks beautiful inside. And the average asking price here was about $700,000, and they are on the market for about 75 days average as well. So that's about 2.5 months. It's always important to know how long they're on market, because the longer they're on market, the more negotiable the seller is going to be. Now, this neighborhood has a walking score, according to RE Colorado, of 6, which makes perfect sense because you're not really anywhere near a shopping center or something like that to where you can just walk to it, right? I'm 7 minutes from O'Brien Park driving, so you can drive to it no problem. Walking is a bit of an issue. But now if you're just looking to be healthy, you want to walk around the neighborhood, there's plenty of parks here. You can just walk on the sidewalks. I see someone walking right now, actually. And there's also the Black Bear Golf Club just east of us over here if you happen to be a golfer. Another reason why it's expensive, the golf club. Now, there are a lot more homes in Parker. Obviously, I've only shown you 3, and some of them are actually quite a bit more expensive than that last one. Matter of fact, when I pulled up the research for this video, we had 326 homes currently listed for sale here in Parker. And that home, that last one, was listing 174, I think it was, as far as when I rank them from cheapest to most expensive. But there are quite a few homes at various price ranges here in Parker, so don't think that you're out of the market necessarily. Overall, I think Parker's a great place to call home, especially for families. And there are a lot of things to do around here too. We've got the Parker Field House. That's a 100,000 square foot building where there's all sorts of sports activities going on. There's the Vehicle Vault, which is a museum of all sorts of vehicles, and it's not a bad price either to get in there. I think it's $8 for kids, $10 for the elderly, and I think they have a military discount as well for that same price, and then $12 for adults. Of course, O'Brien Park here, and they've got a pool over there. I don't think it's currently open. It is an outdoor pool. If you like dad jokes, it's called H2 O'Brien Pool. There's also the FAA Airsoft Field that we have. Lots of places to go hiking in the area. And so if you like what you've seen, and again, you want to see some more, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification icon so you know when I pop a new video up. And if there's something specific that you'd like to see, if you're thinking about moving here, I would love to work with you. There's a link down below to my Calendly. Feel free to schedule a Zoom, or if you want to text or call me, my number's in the description as well. So until next time, God bless and happy hunting.